Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have a large populist uprising on our hands. Of course, we had just conquered West Francia here, and our ruler died. So that was not helpful. Not super good timing. Now, the Queen of Ruthenia, whose capital is right here, is actually rebelling as well. She's the only actual vassal here, though, so we're just trying to knock her out of the war super quickly, and then we'll go around taking out these populist uprisings as quick as we can. Hopefully, we aren't going to have another strong faction popping up. That would be awkward if we did. Oh, look, a strong faction. Okay. Yeah, I'm aware of all of these sieges happening. I'm well aware. Okay, so this is faction to install Queen of Italy on this throne. Please pause. Thank you. Okay, yes, this is all going to be a thing. That's a lot of factions and a lot of sieges. Okay. So we're going to need to do a few things here for sure. 16 months on that ultimatum. We'll have to see if we can do anything about that. It's unfortunate that we don't currently have any available siblings for this. However, we can definitely call in allies. How strong are you? You're reasonable. And this guy, who's also reasonable. We're going to call them in. Powerful vassals expecting council positions. That's fine for now. We're going to call in all of our dynasty members as well. That is for sure going to happen, because we need to deal with this. We'll call both of these guys in as well. We can negotiate an alliance with our brother and player heir for right now. We can ransom this guy. He's just a unlanded guy. Sure. I'll take the 50 gold. Okay. Well, this is certainly going to be awkward. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so these guys are grouping up a little bit. I'm not sure if they're actually going to stay grouped up or not. So the allies are going to all join this war. Alliance formed with him, and then we should be able to call him in as well. No, apparently we can't. That's fine. How many more are we going to get here? This is about the quantity of troops we're going to have. This is, of course, going to be a problem for us. Reason being, we're wildly over our vassal limit still. And this is going to be interesting. We want to get this siege done ASAP. And hope to get ourselves a little bit of war score going here. We're also going to want to start crushing these forces wherever we can. So there's that force crushed. The Queen of Ruthenia just left the uprising. Oh, because we imprisoned her. In that battle, I guess? Okay. This is really, really awkward. She is apparently claiming this throne. We may have to acquiesce to that. Unless we can get people out of this. But we really don't have any tools for this. I'll be honest, I was expecting us to lose weight and be able to run our previous ruler for a little while longer. We're currently at 0% war score here. But we're going to need to start crushing some of these forces. So let's group up our guys. Like so. And we're going to come in over here. Because we are definitely going to need to take these guys out of here. We are winning this battle. That's good. This faction... Everything else is reasonable for now. This will, of course, remain within our realm. So can we start working on a claim on this right now? That'd be interesting if we could. No, not right now, because it's held by us. Fine. But we're probably going to have to give up that county and get that back in a little while. So we'll crush those guys, and of course they get stack wiped because that's how peasants work. We're going to come over here, and we're just going to slowly work on crushing these. We can ransom a few prisoners. The Queen of Ruthenia is one that we could. I'm going to keep her imprisoned, though. We could imprison, or we could ransom Mayor Guy. Okay. We'll ransom Mayor Guy. Okay, and this guy made a claim. Fine. More people making claims. This is expected. This is the... Oh, this faction is a little bit dangerous, but this is populists. The King of Great Moravia. Duke of Berry. I'm just checking to see if we can negotiate alliance with any of these. No. No, we can't. Okay. It's going to be interesting. I knew that this was going to be kind of rough, so we'll see how this ends up playing out. We're going to come of age relatively soon. That's a lot of stress. I don't want to gain that stress. Okay, we'll put down these peasants. Luckily, they're sieging mega slowly. So that's a good thing. We're going to come down here next. And there's a lot more of them that we'll need to put down. There's no doubt about that. But hopefully our allies will start turning up. And I really do think that we're going to have to just allow this to happen. But the problem there is these guys are all going to then switch over to like this faction or maybe this independence faction, which we can't allow. Who are you? Okay. Noted. Interesting. This is going to be very, very interesting. There's no doubt about that. It's going to take a little bit to get out of this. Unfortunately, we're pretty close to the end of the game here. This may... We're apparently dishonorable? Okay. I don't know how that happened. We're going to head on up north here. We're currently at 12% on this Orthodox uprising. And... can send an ultimatum. What can we do about this? We're currently underage. That's the core issue right now. She's probably the faction leader here. Unfortunately, we have nobody that we can marry. It was just super awkward timing for our last ruler to die. I think we can hold on to this, but it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty at all. So, 617%. Yeah, we can't contest this. But we want to wait on it as long as possible. The longer it takes her to send that, the better off we are. And I don't think we can negotiate an alliance with literally anyone in here. Let's just go through and see if we can negotiate an alliance with anyone in this faction. Can't see there. Not so far. That tooltip is being awkward. Okay. I mean, I'm not... Oops. Did not mean to do that. Where were we? I don't know where we were. I think we were here. I'm not super surprised that we can't negotiate an alliance with anybody really in here. She would not accept that alliance. Okay. Let's see. The core issue, of course, is the fact that we have to usurp all of the titles that should have come with this. That's the core issue. Okay. Yeah, we can't negotiate an alliance with any of those people. Literally none of them. We are currently 15. When do we come of age? 9 December. So about a year. We have no tools at our disposal. None. We could attempt to hire mercs, but we don't have gold. And the reason we don't have gold is because of all of these titles here. And the reason that we have all of these titles here, of course, is because when we did the Holy War, it didn't bring the lower titles or the kingdom title itself with it. Which is kind of awkward, to be sure. Now, this faction is going to pop. The question is, what do they do next with the next faction? We're going to have to accept this faction. I don't think there's any way around that. Why are we losing levels of fame for fighting these populist uprisings? Maybe because it's unpopular? I don't know. Regardless, we definitely want to fight them. Okay, let's put this down. Gained level of fame. Really weird. Okay. Well, we're going to come put down more of these, and we can just slowly work on these. The core issue is other factions. This faction is not that threatening, although this is a little threatening. Okay, here's the claimant demand. I feel like we have no choice here. This is only a county title. So I think that's okay. Okay, now we'll immediately begin working on our court chaplain. Actually, we should definitely appoint a powerful vassal as our court chaplain. The King of East Francia. He's not great. Oh, we already have a claim on it. So eventually, we'll be able to revoke this county on her. Wait. She has a 100% acceptance chance? Fascinating. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want the opinion malice. Four council rights guaranteed? Ah. Okay. Granting it to too many people will cause that malice. Gotcha. We can ransom some prisoners. We could ransom this queen. We are not going to. We can ransom this person, and we shall. King of Bavaria and Countess of Trent. Sure. We just inherited a county that we do not want. So we will grant this off to someone else. There we go. That'll do. And we will ransom this person for 200 gold. Fantastic. Put down this force. There we go. And we will head on over to this one over here. They're definitely starting to run low on troops. Their sieges are going slowly, but that's fine. Now, this is exactly what I was afraid of. This guy wants the county of Barsha. Now, I think we could acquiesce that. That is this county here. That does hurt us, actually, pretty dramatically. How do we want to handle this, then? I feel like this guy should leave this faction relatively soon. I wish this said who all the council rights guaranteed were granted to. It's not this guy. Okay. If we get this guy out of the faction, he is 117% of this. Okay. We could offer ourselves as a ward. I mean, we're not going to... The charismatic negotiator. We're not going to really benefit from that all that much because we're about to come of age. This guy here, we could potentially... Like, none of these vassals are that angry, right? They're mostly upset because we're 2 years in debt, ambitious, he's got high taxes, that's a personal thing, high crown authority, foreign culture group, wrathful. This guy, 2 years in debt, wrathful, short reign, personal diplomacy. We're on domestic affairs with the Queen of Italy. Okay. I feel like we're going to be done with these dangerous factions relatively soon. Nobody's that angry. They're just trying to take advantage of us right now. Which, fair enough. The question is, how do we actually want to go about handling this? Like, for example, let's look at the Queen of Venice. High levy contribution, arrogant, 2 years in debt. Honestly, it's mostly our debt that's a problem. It comes back to the money. Every time. Where are our other reinforcements? Here. They're a long ways off. Okay. And some over here as well. We need to finish this uprising. I think that's all there is to it. Okay, he's our dynasty head. That's fine. I don't care. 8 months and 22 months. So it's this one that is most problematic right now. I'm hoping that they get dealt with. Seven months there. Because the thing is, this guy leaves. A few of these others could leave just based on their opinion of us. King Bajoris of Bavaria. We don't have anyone who's not a powerful vassal on here, right? Or Spymaster and our Marshal aren't. Skill 17 on the Spymaster. Oh, this guy we can't replace. And our Marshal, can we replace him? Not that we necessarily want to. Yeah, we can't replace him either. Okay. This is certainly going to be interesting to get out of. Well, there's another battle won against the populace. This is not the problem. The populace are not the issue here. Okay, so 6 months here. Our short reign is currently at -10. So that's going to come up. I would love it if we could be swaying people. Unfortunately, because we're underage, we can't. Now, it's currently July. We're currently illustrious, or we're distinguished, actually. Bumping up to illustrious would be good. And maybe winning this battle will help that. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. So we're now illustrious. Let's head over to... Where is this? Here. That's fine. 5 months. I really want these guys to leave this faction. a lot of these people should be willing soon. Like, a lot of these people, if we didn't have the debt, wouldn't be in this faction. So, the question is, what can we do? What indeed? 5 months we have. Now, we may get a short reign year tick on that in that time. That may cause some people to leave this faction. Our core issue continues to come back to being financial, which comes back to needing to create those duchies. That's what it amounts to right now. Did people just join or leave? I think people just joined. Well, we're going to make our way down over this way and continue taking out these rebels for now. We do have other reinforcements on the way. His opinion of us dropped because we're 4 years in debt. Right. It comes down to that debt. I don't suppose these guys would be willing to white peace. Oh, they would. Yes. Yes, please white peace. We need to have that happen. Okay, we'll disband all of our troops there. Okay. Now our troops here can start reinforcing a bit. The problem here, of course, is we only have 3 months until this rebellion. Queen Lempi is imprisonable, but we have no chance of success. So the question is, how do we want to handle this? We're still going negative because our men-at-arms are regenerating. That will not be for too long. We could ransom back this queen. She would likely join the faction, but it's 200 gold towards getting out of debt. I think we have to do it. We can imprison one of these counts, maybe. 43%, 44%. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay. Okay, so that brought us closer to being out of debt. She will likely join factions. So that's a thing. Well, ultimately, 24 months here, that's really not an issue. Like, I think that this independence faction is not a problem. Some of these populists here, the very same French Orthodox populists that we just white-pieced, rude. Some of this is going to be an issue, but I think for right now, it is time to put a cut in here. We're holding on by the skin of our teeth. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to deal with this. We may just have to acquiesce it. I'm loath to give up this county. But maybe. We'll have a claim, so we may be able to just grab it back once we're a little more solidified. Anyway, for now, it's time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that in next episode. We're going to see how this ends up playing out. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time.